So this is a bit we do here on the show, and now we can say whatever we want. Freedom of speech is back. Donald Trump is president. So we can say the word libtarded, and we love this bit, libtards in the wild. So you know what's going on in New York City right now. Can you believe it?
I can't. Well, I can kind of believe it, but I can't believe it. I don't know. We've got a socialist communist who's going to be the next.
That's what everybody's saying. Zohran Mamdani. How do we, I mean, it's kind of a hard one to say.
Terrible.
And a lot of people are posting like these memes of like 9/11 and, you know, of the white smoke, and they're like, white smoke means new mayor, and they're making a lot of these anti-Islamic posts, and I agree with it. But I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is I actually think he's going to be good for New York City, because if this is what New York City wants, this is what New York City gets, and I feel like that they are going to, what is the saying? If you make your bed, you got to lie in it, and I think that they are at a point where I have no sympathy for them whatsoever, and Texas is on the rise. You're going to be the future attorney general, so the more industry and the more powerful people and the more movies and television projects that fail in Manhattan that come to Texas, I personally feel like that benefits me. So it's for me to see them crumble, I know that's very anarchist, and I don't want to see the people of New York suffer, but if you voted for him, then how am I supposed to feel empathetic or sympathetic?
Well, they say in a democracy you get the leaders that you deserve, right? And I agree with you. Look, I hope that the folks that leave what is soon to become a totally rotten New York again under this guy come to Texas, and that they come here, but that they learn the lesson of what they brought with them.
You're right.
They come here and they realize that it's red Republican governance, and Aaron Reitz is the next Texas Attorney General. AaronReitz.com, AaronReitz.com, that helps to keep places like Texas great, and it's the Zohans that make places like New York terrible.
And we want to watch this clip, and everybody can go get that link. It's in the description, so you can go support his campaign. But let's watch Zohran. I can't even say it. And he didn't have any cool, my buddy Jay Mandam, he's a comic, he's like, the Zohan. He didn't even have any cool, like, Adam Sandler jokes. I mean, this guy calls himself a comedian. He missed out with the Zohan jokes, I feel like. But let's watch this terrible Instagram grocery store ad.
Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you.
Yeah, that's if you want your Oreos to taste like a dog's butthole. I mean, seriously, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be like, and I hope they create it. I hope they make like Aldi, government made Aldi. But could you imagine if the United States government was in charge of making Hot Pockets? How gross they would taste?
No, they'd be terrible. This guy sucks.
Yeah,
I don't.
This guy sucks. And then what is the other Instagram post? Fullscreen 17. What did he post on Instagram? What is this?
So he says, we believed in socialist feminism. In the caption, defunding the police is a feminist issue. Women, especially trans women, are disproportionately impacted by police violence.
What is this guy wearing pajamas? I mean, look at him. What is this?
He's a total jerk. And how are trans people more susceptible to police violence? Maybe because the police has to figure out whether they have a penis or not, to figure out which jail to put them in, maybe. I mean, maybe that complicates things a little, but I don't know. I don't think that call me crazy. I was so upset after 2020 when Trump lost. Now going back.
Well, careful.
I don't think he lost. Yeah, the election was totally stolen.
That.
But I'm just saying. And Donald Trump won all 50 states when it came to in-person voting, and then Joe Biden won all 50 states when it came to mail-in ballot.
Right.
And then this, and 4 years later, 10 million votes are missing. But let's not even get into all that conspiracy. Yep. My point is, technically, he took the L, by the letter of the law, or however you want to call it, not by the vote count, in my opinion. But wasn't that the best thing ever for his presidency? Then we had the 4 years of the auto pen presidency, basically giving Trump a slam dunk, like anything Trump does is going to be better than the last 4 years of Biden.
Look, my preference is I would prefer for Americans not to have to routinely learn hard lessons. And so I agree with you. What helped President Trump win in 2024 was we just went through 4 years of a disastrous Biden administration. I think that New Yorkers are going to have to, unfortunately, experience this disaster administration of Zorban, whatever his name is, right? The pajama-wearing socialist feminist, in order to learn the lesson, right? But I would prefer for Americans not to have to suffer in order to realize that we need good governance.
Well, at least they're not Texans. Okay, so good luck, New York. You guys will need it.
My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself